Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? Yeah, it's your boy Mood616 coming back at you with a brand new video. All right, straight off the 31 Days of Horror Vol.8. Like I did a couple years ago, I think I broke down my top 10 favorite first time watches, and I'm going to do that again this year. I know nobody asked for the video, but hell, I just felt like doing it. Um, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. It's first time watches. So in the 31 movies that I watched and reviewed, I'd only seen 4 of them previously, so those are not going to be counting in this list. I'll break down a little bit of the ones that are not going to be eligible here, and actually some of my favorite watches too. Of course, Clear Cut here I reviewed. I'm not sure what day it was, but the Canadian full core film with Graham Greene, which is fucking amazing. Awesome film. The Black Pit of Dr. M from 1959. This movie right here is like a bona fide 10 out of 10 for myself. This movie is fantastic, but again, I'd watched this one before, so it's not going to be eligible for this list. Of course, I'd watched The Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitorium before. Another fantastic film that needs to be seen a little bit more, from 1961, black and white. Italian film, really good stuff here. And of course, slashers, which would not be making my top 10 anyways, but this one is not going to be eligible because I'd seen it before. Even though I reviewed the 2-hour cut for the first time watch, it didn't really change much from the 90 or 100-minute version, to be honest. But yeah, so yeah, slashers. That one's not going to be eligible either. So, but yeah, getting into this top 10 here. Yeah, and these are just my favorite watches. I don't know. It's not done by how I rated them or whatever. It's just how I felt that I enjoyed them and stuff like that. So coming in number 10, which is actually the last movie I reviewed, which was 1031 Part 3 from Scream Team Releasing. This is of course, anthology film. I had a blast with it, man. Really good stuff. But I'm not going to go deep into these movies, obviously, because I just reviewed every single one of these in detail. I think pretty much every video is over 10 minutes. So if you guys want to know more about the movies, check out the full length reviews. Do that. So that's 1031 Part 3, number 10. Number 9, we have Chambers of Horrors from, believe 1966. I think 1966 on this one. Yeah. So 1966 kind of lives in the vein of like House of Wax and stuff like that. Very dark for its time. The narrative's very dark. The killer, what he's doing and what he has done in the film is it's pretty interesting stuff. I highly recommend Chamber of Horrors. I've never heard really anybody talk about this film, which is kind of a shame. And that's why I love doing these 31 Days of Horror, because I get introduced to films that I've picked up over the years that I haven't watched and stuff. But sometimes they turn out to be gems, and I think this is a gem right here. Chamber of Horrors, really good stuff. So that was number 9. In at number 8 is a film that really no one checked out the review of course, because it's called I Like Bats. It's a Polish film from, I want to say, what was it, 1985? Yeah, I can't remember all the years. But yeah, and like I said in the review, it's not your typical Western style lore vampire type film. It's more based on Eastern folklore and stuff like that. So it's a lot different. It kind of lives in the vein of Martin a little bit also. For minor spoilers, but it's not really a spoiler actually, to be honest. But very quirky and odd film. I couldn't stress enough, but the third act in this film had me in stitches, man. It was just so fucking bizarre, like where it goes and shit. It's really bizarre. I really like the ending of the film, but shot well, really cool stuff. Not going to be for everybody. In fact, I've already got some feedback on this that people didn't like this. So, but that's okay. I really did. So yeah, good stuff. And that was at number 8. Number 7 is going to be an Australian film that I've been wanting to check out for a long time. I think I mentioned it in the review that this is one that I've been wanting to see forever. I couldn't find a copy of it. And then, of course, Seven released it on the All in the Hauntsby Ours box set, which is Allisons Birthday. Really good folklore story, great mythology in it and stuff, and the whole film is just this great build up to this fantastic ending. Really good stuff. My type of ending. Absolutely love this shit. But Allisons Birthday, give it a shot, man. It's really good stuff. So yeah, and that was in it. Number 7. In at number 6 is a film from Hong Kong called Ghost Nursing, released by Vinegar Syndrome here. Yeah, really, really bizarre stuff here. I don't think this movie was a Cat 3 movie. It was like early 80s, so probably a little bit too early for that, I'm assuming. But yeah, really, really crazy stuff, man. It's got it's got ghosts and baby ghosts, and it's got possessions and all this type of shit. It goes pretty batshit in the third act and stuff. But if you're familiar with Hong Kong cinema, man, you know where this shit's gonna end up going. So really fun watch, really, really fun watch. Couldn't recommend this one enough. So Ghost Nursing from Vinegar Syndrome, great release from Vinegar Syndrome. Coming in number 5 is a film from Indonesia called Sregula. This is historically known as a blatant Friday the 13th ripoff. It's really fun, though. I mean, it presents itself as something different. It's got the same type of setup. There's a bunch of cats. We got some treasure hunters. We got some young teens and stuff that are doing their thing out at a lake setting, and people start getting picked off one by one. But this one just has so much more than Friday the 13th. In terms of just it's a lot different, except for the ending of this movie is just blatantly Friday the 13th. But this one does a lot more. It's got some action scenes. It's got a crazy boat chase scene. It's got twists and turns. It's got a little bit of humor in there. It's really fun. Great release from TerrorVision, man. I'm so glad that this came out because, yeah, pretty awesome stuff right here, man. Super fun. Check it out. So in at number 4 is another Indonesian film called Special Silencers. This movie had me fucking dying, man. Like, it's ridiculous. Basically about this corrupt politician that wants to silence his competition or the people that it can get in his way of taking over. And they've got these little red pills that when eaten, you have shit bust out of your chest. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Also from 1982. So, yeah, this was really fun. Look at that cover right there. I mean, come on. That's what happens. It's pretty awesome. Special Silencers, man. You got to check this shit out, man. Great release from Mondo Macabro. Fucking awesome. Check it out. In at number 3 is an American film called Forced to Fear, directed by Zane Hirschberger. Absolutely love this one. I love this. Like, I didn't know at first where this one was going to go because it just seemed very generic. We've got, a couple dudes that kidnap a guy. And then we got some teenagers here that are like, or whatever, early 20s that are doing some partying in this place. And then everything just starts to go batshit. There's a lot of twists and turns, crazy action, great music in this. The whole third act is just absolutely bananas. Save Gretel here on the cover. She does a fantastic job in this film. Just met her recently. Beautiful and awesomely charming woman. But yeah, give it up to Scream Team releasing for a great release. Forced to Fear. Awesome stuff. In at number 2, another Asian film here. A Korean film called Exuma. Bring out all the Asian haters here. I got so much hate in this 31 days for reviewing so many Asian films. I'm just like, what? Okay. I didn't realize people were that racist towards Asian films. But anyways, I digress on that. But Exuma, this is one of those films that is just so fucking rich in story and mythology and folklore that it keeps you so intrigued from the beginning of the film right to the end. This one runs 135 minutes to 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it's absolutely so engaging the entire movie. Don't let the runtime fool you on this one. It really doesn't have any downtime. In fact, it has nothing but narrative that works. It's so good. Lots of cool shit that's happening in this one. I can't stress enough, man. Exuma. This is a really good release from Will Go USA. Gotta love it. So, yeah, check it out. And in at number 1 is the Paul Naschy film, The Werewolf versus the First Vampire Woman. Oh, this shit was fantastic, man. I really love this. I love the way this film opens up where Naschy's like dead, and the dude in the morgue like pulls out this silver bullet and basically resurrects him and stuff. And then we got these 2 girls that are looking for this countess and stuff, and they accidentally resurrect her. And then we get this, this whole thing. Really beautiful film. This 4K from Vinegar Syndrome is absolutely off the fucking chain. It looks amazing. Like, The scan on this is second to none. I could not believe this might be one of the best looking Naschy films. In fact, this has actually turned into one of my favorite Naschy films in general. The transfer really does this thing justice, but great story, great performance from Naschy as Vladimir Dudinsky. So, which he, of course, that played that character, 12, 13 times or whatever. But yeah, the werewolf versus vampire woman, fantastic stuff here from Vinegar Syndrome. And yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that ode to the old school top 10 Tuesdays with the Rue Morgue magazines and doing the POV. Yeah, I thought that'd be kind of fun to do. So yeah, anyways, guys, short little video. Just wanted to break down my top 10 favorite watches. Let me know what your guys' favorite watches, if you guys checked out any of the video or the movies that are reviewed during the 31 days. Tell me what you liked and what you didn't like and stuff. I'm always very curious. It seems like a lot of people loved Exuma. I got a lot of good feedback on that one. I like Bats not so much. It seemed like everyone hated Bats, apparently. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this short little video, man. My next one is going to be my October haul, which is going to include my Cinema Wasteland haul. So the video is just, it's going to be so big. Like, my Cinema Wasteland haul was actually ridiculous. So, but anyways, I got to get this out of the way before I start bringing in more stuff, which is not going to be huge because Christmas is coming up. So gotta, not buy so much. But anyways, dudes, that is going to do it for the 31 Days of Horror Volume 8. I'll, of course, be back next year with Volume 9. So stay tuned, and I'll have more content for sure. All right, guys, as usual, doozy!